Hi, I'm Wayne and this is Bassador Woodworking. Today I built this Clapperboard, or Slate, or it has a bunch of different names. The reason I built this Clapperboard or Slate or whatever you prefer to call it is because I'm reworking the entire way that I do audio for my videos. I film all of my videos on a Sony ZV-1 and it's a great camera. It does everything that I need to do and it has all the features that I need to do my videos. But one thing that I don't like about the camera is the built-in audio quality. It's fine for most things, but anything in a very loud, busy shop, sound's gonna get muddled. Prior to this latest upgrade, I had been using two microphone systems to get the audio for my videos. I've been using the lavalier microphone that you see up on my hat brim. It's a Sennheiser EW100 system that I've had for the longest time. It's a great lavalier microphone. It's pretty pricey even still, but it's way overkill for what I do. But I've been also running the Rode mic alongside it to capture more spatial audio. And I've been just running it through this little splitter here. And this causes numerous problems. One, it's a little bit of a heavy dongle, so it sometimes falls out of the side of the camera, and I don't notice that I'm not capturing good audio until I'm editing, and then I end up spending hours in Adobe Audition to make it not sound good still. Other problem with running a Rode mic through a splitter is that it's not getting adequate power to the microphone, so you're not getting the full capability of the Rode microphone. To solve this problem, I've acquired a Zoom Podtrak P4, and by acquired, my friend Will bought me it yesterday because he said that I was doing all of this on hard mode, and that if I just capture my audio separately, all my problems will go away, and I just then need to sync them up. So that's where the Clapperboard, Slate, whatever people want to call it, comes in. When you do this, it creates a horizontal line in your audio feed, and that allows you to sync your audio. These are super simple to make, only took a couple of hours, and it's actually a really fun project. So let's get right into making it. I began by grabbing the first two pieces of plywood I could find in my scrap bin. I grabbed a small piece of 1/2 inch sheathing and a piece of 3/4 inch plywood. I cut two strips from the 3/4 inch plywood at the table saw, one at 1.5 inches and one at just over an inch. These will be the pieces that collide to make the clap. I also cleaned up one of the edges on the 1/2 inch sheathing. I made multiple passes on the table saw to cut a small dado in the 3/4 inch plywood that will hold the piece of 1/2 inch sheathing. It didn't make sense to break up the dado stack for a single cut. I cut down the plywood to its final length using the radial arm saw. I then used my homemade 10-inch disc sander to round one edge of the top beam. This will allow it to pivot. If you're interested in how I built this sander, there are a couple of build videos on my channel. And back over to the radial arm saw to cut some pieces of 1/4 inch plywood. These will act as the joint between the two beams. Instead of doing any real measuring, I just used the actual pieces and a stop block to cut the 1/4 inch plywood down to size. These pieces do not need to be any particular size, as long as they are long enough to bridge the gap and wide enough to serve as a pivot point for the top beam, they'll work. I then sanded all surfaces to 220 grit before gluing the sheathing into its dado, and securing it with some pin nails. Okay, now I just need to give this another quick sanding, and then I can get this whole mechanism attached. Yeah. Okay. And now I should probably finish this before attaching these pieces. Yeah. I started by applying 2 coats of gloss polyurethane to all surfaces. It was really hot in my shop, so I didn't have to wait very long for the poly to be dry enough to recoat. I used some painter's tape and a combination square to tape off some lines on the body of the slate. I just used regular acrylic paint for this. I applied a light coat of paint with a brush and then gave it a few minutes to dry before peeling the tape off. I then gave everything another coat of polyurethane to give the acrylic paint some protection and to give the slate a nice gloss finish. I buffed all surfaces using some 400 grit sandpaper and then proceeded to attach the brackets to the bottom beam using 2 number 6 by 3/4 inch screws on each side. I could then head over to the drill press to drill the hole through the bracket and the top beam. This is the Craftsman 113 drill press I restored in an earlier video. I did actually get around to creating a table lift for this out of a trailer jack. I didn't make a video for it though because I didn't come up with the design myself. I'll link the video I used as inspiration in the description below if anyone's interested. After drilling the hole, I had to round over the top beam a little bit more to provide some more clearance. Now assemble this, just using a random bolt and a wing nut that I have. Doesn't need to be tight because that's what we're looking for. Nice. Three, two, one. And that's it. It's a super easy project. It's endlessly customizable. I only cordoned off 3 areas on my clapperboard for the date, the number of cameras, and the name of the project. I figure that's all I need because I'm the one who shoots everything, edits everything, and publishes everything. If this ever changes, I can add more things, but I usually shoot a full video in a day or over a few weekends and naming it by the project and then the number of cameras I was shooting on that particular day, because I do have a habit of shooting across multiple cameras at the same time and end up getting through my edit and then realizing, oh, I have a whole bunch of unused footage from a different camera that I didn't remember I shot on. So thank you for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I have a lot of really cool projects coming up. I have a couple of more guitar builds. I have a large wedding arbor I'm going to be making soon, along with an entire laundry list of different furniture that I'm supposed to be making. So those are going to be really fun videos, hopefully. So until next time, thank you.